If you're fresh out of a relationship and you feel like you might have lost your twin flame, you might be devastated. But this might actually be a good thing. But let's back up for a minute, just so we're on the same page first. What is a twin flame? Now, of course, this is just something you can Google, but it's really hard to put it into just typed words what the twin flame relationship really is like. And chances are, if you even hear the term twin flame without looking at the definition, it might already feel right. It might already be something that clicks in your head like, yeah, that was probably it. Because twin flame relationships in today's time are usually founded off of really intense attraction, a magnetic attraction. Maybe you were in a relationship with somebody that was the most attractive person you've ever been in a relationship with. And things often move very quickly in those types of relationships. They're moving fast because something feels familiar. It feels like you have already maybe known this person before, but you really haven't. You really haven't met that person. But when you look into their eyes, there's a safe and familiar feeling, but also, again, just a really intense attraction. But what happens most often in twin flame relationships is that you feel safe to commit early on. These relationships normally move very quickly. It really is your soul recognizing that other soul. And it's almost indescribable, but again, there's a magnetic pull that brings you two together, and you have a very intense chemistry and sparks flying type of conversation. And though it might feel so right, and it might feel perfect, and it might actually feel like you've been waiting to meet this person for your entire life, it really does not mean that this is going to be a healthy relationship. Because what happens more often than not when we move too quickly with somebody, we're overlooking red flags, we're not looking for signs of compatibility, we're just looking at how intense this feeling is and what can we do to keep this thing going. It's almost like being on the hook, like being addicted to drugs or something. There's an addiction feeling there. You want to be with that person all the time, learning about them learning about you. You just want to basically speed run through the talking stage and even the first couple stages of dating. And maybe if you're like me, you'll even move in with them within a couple months. But the important thing to recognize is that we are still human. That person might be your twin flame, they might be your soulmate or whatever, but they are still a human being. They are still people that have undergone childhood traumas. They've had their own set of programming. They have their own toxic behaviors, and they have their own healing work to do. And we live in this physical realm right now. We live with in these human bodies that have DNA and that have mental illnesses and all of these things. So no matter how intense that attraction is, it's never going to make up for the fact that this person still might not mix well with us over time. And that's what really happened with me. I didn't even know what a twin flame was before I met my last partner. She was the one to really educate me on, yo, this is the relationship that we're in right now. And I had no idea. But within a couple months, we had moved in together. We had a dog. We basically had a family and a lifestyle within 6 months of knowing each other. And there was just something about it that felt right. When I described the relationship to other people, it was just that everything felt right. It also felt like the universe was putting things in place to make things always work out. And for the first year of that relationship, it just felt like things were falling into place. Everything was cool. We had so much in common. It's the second year where things started to go the other way. Certain decisions were being made, certain things were being surfaced, like conflict resolution skills, communication, how we're healing, how we are, dealing with our past traumas, how we're dealing with things that are coming up and we need to manage our anxieties, our depressions, how we lean on one another. Basically, how compatible are we? And that's usually when a lot of twin flame relationships can have their wheels fall off the wagon, when they're really put to the test of doing things together as a team, working as a team. Who's the leader? Who's the team player? Who's going to be the most forward thinking? How are the values aligned? Because ultimately what makes a relationship last, and I've said this a bunch of times on this channel, but what really makes that relationship last is if the values are aligned, because that will lead to certain lifestyle choices, certain behaviors, certain hobbies, certain compatibility requirements that two people need to coexist in this physical world. Even if it's just deciding on what we're gonna make for dinner or what movie we're gonna go see. There's intangibles with relationships. And if you have one person that is doing all the work and the other person that isn't, there are things that are just going to be incompatible. No matter how intense the romance is, it will not lead to longevity in a relationship. Compatibility is going to lead to longevity in a relationship. You guys, we have to be like best friends before we're really like lovers, before we're really passionately, intimately addicted to one another. And so many things in this society are enabling us to be addicted to things, whether it's our phone, our TV shows, coffee, whatever. There's so much enabling going on in society, and being addicted to other people is just another thing. And that just kind of leads to codependency. You can be in a codependent relationship with your twin flame. In fact, most codependent relationships probably are of the twin flame variety. Most of them are probably surviving on the backs of attraction, on the backs of romance and emotion. So, losing your twin flame, yes, it's devastating, but it just means that you have this opportunity to level up. This has to be a learning experience for you. This has to be something that you grow from, because your true soulmate, your true long-term partner that's going to support you, for you, is someone that is compatible, is somebody that has your core values in mind. It's not just somebody you have a lot of things in common with, whether it's your favorite color or your favorite food. It's not really that type of stuff. It's if you guys can coexist, if you can align, if you can manage conflicts, communicate, and if you want the same things in the future, if you want to own a house, or if you want to travel, if you want to build a family, or if you just want to own a dog. These are the things that we need to have a long-term successful relationship that goes the distance in this society. It is all about being a team. There's like no more single income households. Everybody's got to work. So we have to work as a team. So if you are getting it, please give this video a thumbs up and drop some kind of emoji in the comment. Give me the fist, give me the hands, give me whatever, the thumbs up, anything that helps get the word out there, because we need we need somebody to sit us down and tell us that things are gonna be okay. You're gonna make it through this relationship and you're gonna be a better person. If you're down with that too, you should subscribe to my channel and check out up here. This is my healing journey playlist. This is how I healed from that relationship not working out. And if you're new to my channel, my name is Roger. I make content to empower creative, artistic, introverted, empathic people, because we need to stick together and we need to help each other out. And this is how we change the world. We help ourselves get better, and then we help others get better. And that's what this channel is all about. And up here, this is a video specifically for introverts. These are the things that we need to watch out for. These are the red flags that introverted, empathic people need to watch out for, because it will lead to getting addicted to the wrong types of people. Okay, I've done it, and now I'm going to share how I've healed from it. I will see you in those next videos, and stay creative.